Hey guys, it's your time for the very first educational video on the Armada Academy channel. I know I just had a disclaimer pop up, but I'm going to repeat it one more time just for those that weren't paying attention. These videos are educational and for entertainment value only. They are not to be determined for trade setups. If you lose money based on my ideas or my ideas that I'm expressing to you, that's not my fault. That's your fault. DYOR, right? Do your own research. So, how to trade one candle. This is a VSA concept based on not only price action, but volume as well. You see these charts online. The only candlestick pattern you need, or this is what a breakout is. But they never talk about volume in any of those little charts. And I think that's doing a serious injustice to you, the retail trader. So what am I looking for here? What are we looking for? I'm actually super excited because I plan to make this video today anyway, and then all of a sudden the exact setup appears on my chart that I'm going to do the video for. So I'm really excited that it's happening live while we're going. So maybe we see it develop a little bit so we can either get confirmation or a determination that it was actually an inaccurate one, which does happen. Remember, anytime you do these trades, you need to have some sort of risk mitigation in place, because no matter what you do, no matter how good your TA is, it's not guaranteed to play out right. So what are we looking for? This is the candle right here. This is the one candle right here that I'm talking about. Right here, let's point to it. Bam! Right here. We're looking for a small body and ultra high volume. And this little candle here had more volume than the entire pump that we had just, today's the 9th, or 2 days ago. This entire pump that brought us into this little range here has more volume in it. And it goes all the way back to March 5th. And the only time that had any more volume was here on March 2nd, and that was this little dump here. And it was this is actually another example of the same exact concept. So we'll go over that one in a minute, because this can happen at the bottom of the chart or it can happen at the top of the chart. So it's up to you whether you're going to short it, whether you're going to long it. It can work on any time frame, but it's important to know when you're working on any time frame, all your trades are going to be relative to that time frame. If you're making trades on the 1 minute time frame, expect to be getting out of that trade pretty quickly, because it's relative to the time frame. So if you see a price movement on the 1 minute time frame and you know where you're sitting, you take profit, you can reach that pretty quickly. And I always say, I know this was only my second video on the channel, but I always say if you're a beginner trader, stay off the 1 minute chart, stay off the 5 minute chart, stay off the 15-minute chart. Try to make things work on a longer time frame before you attempt to make them work on a shorter time frame, because it's very easy to get messed up fairly quickly. So, see this powerful downtrend here. We're going to explain what causes this candle to develop like this. When you have a downtrend like this, typically what ends up happening is you'll have high volume. Usually you'll see the volume kind of going up on the way down and then it kind of sort of taper at the bottom. This one was a little bit unique. I'll get into explaining why I think that was unique and why it's a potential that this setup today may not work. What ends up happening is you get momentum, right? So you're getting selling pressure, high momentum to drop the price. What ends up happening is people grab onto that momentum, which makes it difficult to push the price back up. So then we end up with a point where smart money concepts, also a VSA concept, I'll get into what all that means in a different video, wants to push the price up. They're content with how low it's gone. They want to now push it back up. Well, there's already momentum going down. There's already selling pressure going down, and retail plays a big part in this too. So what they're going to do is they're going to fight those sell orders. They're going to fight those short orders to push the price in the opposite direction. And what that ends up doing is you end up getting a lot of volume, because they're constantly placing buy orders to match the sell orders, otherwise known as absorption. It's also, sometimes you'll hear people saying, oh, there's a big battle between buyers and sellers. That's just another way of calling it absorption. So they're doing what they can to change the momentum. And what ends up happening is you get these wicks, you get these long wicks in either direction, and then typically you'll get the close, the open and close somewhere in the middle. It doesn't have to be perfectly in the middle, somewhere in the middle. And then what you're looking for is you're looking for the next candle to close above the open of this candle. And this is one of the most important parts of this. It's all about risk, because you're going to think, well, dude, Zix, if I enter right here at the bottom of this thing, I'm going to make so much more money. Yeah, probably. But you gotta weigh your own risk reward. For me, I'm all about maintaining that risk on the lower end. I'm okay if the trade's a little bit, if the win is a little bit less, as long as it's a win. That's more important to me than making an extra 5% or whatever this amount would be, depending on the leverage you have. So I'm going to put some levels in here so you have a basic idea of what we're looking for. So our entry is right. That's not very good. Let me get right on there. Right at the open of this red candle is our entry. So we're going to mark that right now. Boop, 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 boop. There's our entry. We need to maintain risk, right? We want risk management. So where are we putting our stop loss? Always do a stop loss. Don't fall prey to that. Always have a stop loss. Always be prepared, even if you're going to be laddering your position, that's going to be an advanced concept for that's going to be a subscription only sort of conceptual video. Here's our stop loss. Our stop loss is the bottom of this wick here. And you can even put it like $10 below this or something like that. In order for this trend to continue, the buying pressure is not going to want to break this bottom wick. They don't want the price to go under here because they've got buy orders right around here and around here. They don't want the price to go below this. Otherwise, it's going to invalidate their orders. So there's going to be a buy wall here. And it's very possible that this uptrend wicks all the way really close to this line. If you're going to put your stop loss here, it may feel like you're better risk management, but you're going to end up on a loss, and then you're going to see this price go all the way up here, and then you're going to be like, oh, why did I put my stop loss there? Why didn't I listen to Zix? So we're going to have our stop loss right here. And again, do your own research. You don't have to, because we don't need this anymore. We don't have to do everything the way I do it. This is just the way I do it. What's our target? Our target is the wicked low of this range up here. This is where we're going to take profit. Right here. And this is what I'm talking about relative to the time frame. There's nothing saying that we don't do. Ooh, that's a terrible path. I'm trying to be fast. There's nothing saying that we don't do something like this. And then keep going. That could very well happen. This could be the beginning of the next moon. I don't care, because this is your high probability spot here. The most likely thing that's going to happen is it's going to come up to this and it's going to wick, and then it's going to start to reverse back down. That is what I believe the most likely scenario is. So I'm looking for something like this. Lose momentum here, maybe range somewhere around here. This is a fib line, so maybe range again here. Then we're just going to hit this and then immediately drop back down. That's kind of what I'm looking for. That's where I'm setting my take profit, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm feeling pretty good about how this is developed. I am in this trade, by the way. So if you're wondering, this trade I have taken. Again, I'm okay if it stops out. That's, like it said in the disclaimer, only risk what you're willing to lose. It's only a 1% position for me. Most of my positions are 1%. Sometimes I have more confidence on trades, and I'll do a little bit more. But this is only a 1% position for me. I'm not trying to get to new all-time high from here. I'm just looking to make this trade, and it'll be a profitable day for me if this trade plays out, and I'm hoping it does. I'm thinking it will. So let's take a look back at that example I just showed. Here it is right here. So this is an example of it happening at the top the top of the chart. You can see it's the same thing here. You see a long wick up, you see a wick down, you see it closing in the body, and you have really high volume on this candle. There we go. Really high volume on this candle. Same situation. This one didn't quite wick as much as this guy did here. But as you can see, it did kind of a circuitous path. So right here, you're already back 5-6 hours later. You're back at your entry, and you may be freaking out at this point. Don't. We have our stop loss right here. It's okay. It's okay if you take a loss on a trade because you're going to win on the next one, right? You're going to win on the next one. And then this continued all the way down here, and then you said, "Wow, I'm already at like 10%, man. Let's just take profit." And then you would have missed this whole thing down. So now I would have been looking to take profit about right here. Of course, this went a little bit deeper than that, but as you can see, I have the wicked high of this range here. This is where I'm looking to take profit. These are likely, hey, give me this, please. These are likely bounce back points for it to continue. And you can see it did kind of bounce back there, but there was too much pressure to keep going down. And that's why I think this was actually the beginning of the war in Ukraine, maybe. I think that's what this downtrend was when the war started. March 4th? I don't remember. It doesn't feel like it was that long. It feels like it was longer than that, right? Has Ukraine only been at war for a week? I don't know. Whatever. That's not really relevant here. But this downtrend continued down because I believe this was the start of war. And that's always something like that's always going to dump the price. And then we had this nice range here. So this is an example of one working. I want to try, I think I saw one on a daily chart as well. Yeah, right here. Here's another example right here. Now the volume not as impressive in this candle, but it is an increased volume, double the volume of this one here. Already this day, that just goes to show you how much volume is in that one candle. We're at 8. We got 8 hours left in the day, and this candle's already almost higher than all of these other ones. But this is an example on the daily, again, relative to the time frame. And where would we have taken profit? Right here. Right here at the bottom of this wick, right here is where I would have taken profit. Yeah, it went a little bit above that. But we're all about trying to time it right. If you're trying to time the exact spot it's going to bounce on, you're probably going to fail. There are some other concepts that you can use, chachas, order blocks, stuff like that. I'm not looking to get into that here. But there is other concepts that you can use to maybe have predicted exactly where this would be. But again, market movements, manipulation, all those kinds of things can really mess that stuff up. And if you miss your take profit and you're waiting for it, you could end up losing it. Because once we get up to this take profit, I am a firm believer that this guy is going to start heading our way back down. So if we're trying to take profit up here or something, it doesn't hit it, and we're waiting for it to hit it, we could completely miss it altogether. I will likely, now this line doesn't need to stay here. I will likely set a trailing stop loss on the way up here. If I find good levels along the way. There's not a whole lot of volume in between these. And so I am a firm believer that once we get past about here-ish, it's just going to shoot up. And then once we get to this spot, it's going to meet a lot of resistance here because there was a lot of volume in this. Earlier I talked about why the possibility that this specific one may not work. This specific one candle setup may not work. I believe this is a manipulative move. I was expecting this range to actually do something like this, all the way up here. I took this. I believed this was reaccumulation, not distribution. Again, something that I'll go over in a different video on how to tell the difference. But Biden just didn't sign an executive order that the IRS, the USA, is going to regulate and incorporate Bitcoin. That is bearish news. So I believe this is a dump the price to buy at a lower level. And that's another reason why we're seeing high volume here, is we're seeing big time spenders are jumping in. This price, in my opinion, is a manipulative move down. Now, not all of these big moves are manipulative. I believe this one had full intentions of going up here. The long short ratio was at like 1. So that added confluence to my thoughts that we were going to go up. It didn't happen. We went down instead. So this just fed a lot of retail's shorts. A lot of retail was shorting here. Big money does not like to feed retail unless they have a reason to. So this, I believe, was a manipulative move down to buy at a lower level, mostly spot, not longs, mostly spot, to then push the price back up to begin a new cycle up. And I do believe that is coming. This news typically can drop the price. The only reason that I think this could fail, because right now we're seeing some pressure to push the price down again. We're getting decent volume, nothing like this, but we're getting decent volume here. And this candle's actually probably going to close underneath this one, which might scare some people. It doesn't scare me, because this happens on these moves all the time. Like, look at this one. We had a green candle there, and then this guy whipped all the way back past what would have been my entry. But that doesn't scare me. But we could go down to this range, because this would be a solid spot to buy a bunch of spot orders for big time buyers. But that's why we got our stop losses, right? That's why we have this risk mitigation. That's why we worry about risk reward, making sure that we make the right safe trade. And that, my friends, is going to do it for this episode. I mentioned in the previous macro analysis, we have a Discord channel. The link will be in the description below. More training stuff like this. Please subscribe if you found this helpful. Give me a like. It really helps the channel. Put some comments in the comment section below, especially if you've done this kind of trade setup before, or if you're wanting to jump in on this trade with me. You technically still could jump in. We're still at the entry. I don't typically like to recommend jumping into a trade candles after the entry, but I mean, what's the difference if you're entering here, you're actually lower than me. I wouldn't enter down here. If we start to get closer to this SL here that I have set, I would strongly recommend not entering there, because the bears could win this battle after all and push us down. Again, I feel pretty confident this trade setup's going to work, but hey, it's gambling. Even the best TA is wrong sometimes. I am 90% on my trades. 9 out of 10 of my trades work out. But there's that 1 out of 10 that doesn't. So keep that in mind. And that, my friends, is going to do it. Thank you so very much for watching. Take it easy.